Hello everyone and welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. From the title, you know what this is all about. Okay, so we're looking at films, American films or English films, mostly American though, all American if I'm not mistaken, which change titles, the name of the films completely change in Spain and Latin America. Why do they do this? Why do they do this? I think it's important because, you know, sometimes a movie comes out and I might see it advertised in England and I think, oh, I really want to watch that film. And I'll try to find it in Spain. And because the title has nothing to do with the movie in its original title, it's really hard to find it. So let's get into it. These 10. Okay, the first one is this, Big Mama's House. Big Mama's House is an American movie. I'm sure most of you would have seen this movie. It's a comedy. Love it, love it, love it, because I love Martin Lawrence. And it's a few years old now. It's quite old, but it's still one of my favorite movies. In Spanish, this movie is called, you would think it would be called La Casa de la Gran Mama or Mama Grande, because that's literally what it means in English, but it's actually called Esta abuela es un peligro. So this grandma is a danger or is dangerous. Nothing to do with it at all. If you didn't, if I didn't explain this one to you or you didn't know, you just wouldn't know. You wouldn't make that connection at all. Why do they do it? Love this film though. Love it. Right, this next one is one that Lindsay Lohan did when she was young. It's called in English The Parent Trap. You might have seen it. It's about twin girls who get separated at birth, not at birth, when they were little. One goes to live with the mother and one goes to live with the father after a divorce. Basically, the kids meet up and they try to get their parents back together. So, Parent Trap is the original name. In Spain, they called it Tú en Londres y yo en California, or you are California, or something like that. Tú a Londres, you are California. So you to London and me to California. Nothing to do with it at all. Nothing to do with it. If you haven't seen this film, it's a great film for just the weekend or whatever. Love this film. Love a little bit of romance, and so this has all that. I must note as well that not only do the films change titles in Spain, but Latin American countries sometimes give it a whole different name as well that's completely different to Spain. Now, I'm not mentioning these names because I don't always know them and I'm more familiar with the names that they're called in Spain. Okay, I do love a little bit of racing, and so if you're like me, you will love the Fast and Furious movies, okay? Now I think the Fast and Furious 10, is that possible? A whole bunch of them. I don't even watch them as much anymore. But okay, Fast and Furious would be Rápido y Furioso. Don't go and look for that in Spain because it's not called that. In Spain, guess what it's called? Guess. A todo gas. A todo gas, like all gas. Gas is in petrol. Okay. Would never have guessed that if I didn't see that written down. A todo gas. So that's a film with, I think, the stars Vin Diesel, you know, the bald guy, Vin Diesel. Love him. Love everything he does. Tyrese is in that movie as well. Really like him. Ludacris. Depending on which one you're watching. Love that. But if you're looking for this film in Spain, it's going to be called A Todo Gas. Fast and Furious for us. Okay, as I've mentioned, I do love comedy. Love comedy. And I love these two actors, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. I'm always watching Martin Lawrence films. But this one, everyone will know this one. Bad Boys. Bad Boys. Love Bad Boys. It's so 90s. 90s, 2000s, somewhere around there. Bad Boys, they've done, I think, 3 Bad Boys movies. Yo creo que 2 o 3. ¿Cuántas películas de Bad Boys han hecho? Yo creo que 2 o 3. Me encantan, las que he visto. Now, Bad boys sería, la traducción literal sería chicos malos. No. En España, what do they call it? Dos policías rebeldes. I don't know if it's rebeldes solo or muy rebeldes. Dos policías rebeldes. So, two rebellious cops. Two rebellious police. Okay, I just think it loses something there a little bit. But anyhow, there you go. Bad boys in Spain, dos policías rebeldes. Alright, we have to love a little bit of Vin Diesel. Okay, it seems all the movies I watch have the same actors, but who doesn't like a Vin Diesel? Right, the pacifier. We all know what the pacifier means. Okay, you shove a dummy in, you pacify the baby. I suppose it's kind of related in a weird way if you kind of squint. But the pacifier in Spain, wait for it, un canguro muy duro.
Super duro.
Is it super duro? Un canguro super duro. So a super hard babysitter. Okay, yeah, it kind of tells you what the movie is about in that title. So I won't go down too hard on them for that one. It's okay. Un canguro super duro. The pacifier. There you go, guys. Right. Bruce Willis, also one of my all-time favorites. This one, I know you would have heard of this, Die Hard, but I'm talking about the 1988 Die Hard movie. I'm an 80s kid. I was born in the 80s, so of course I'm going to be mentioning loads of old movies. Can you guess how you say that in Spanish?
La jungla de cristal.
La jungla de cristal. ¿Cómo se traduce eso al inglés? La jungla de cristal. The glass jungle. The glass jungle? Die Hard? Make it make sense. That makes absolutely no sense at all. In any language. It just doesn't make sense. Do you know what? I need them to employ me as the translator, the official translator for all the movies in Spain. I'm putting it out there because, come on, guys. Didn't like that one. I didn't like that one. Die Hard. La jungla de cristal.
Yo creo que se llamaba de cristal porque en la primera película estaba prácticamente descalzo todo el rato pisando cristales.
Sí, pero aún así...
Tiene su sentido, pero no sé si es por eso o no.
Puede ser, no lo sé. Pues da igual, no me gustó. Right, so this next one, Jaws, as in J-A-W-S, which translates to mandíbulas, as in here, your jaws, okay? It translates, in Spain, you will find the movie as tiburón, as in shark. Shark. Okay, I won't go down too hard on you on that one either because it's about sharks. So, okay, yeah, tiburón, that's your next one. But I do feel as though they need to employ me as a translator because I can come up with better names than these, I reckon, okay? Then there'll be someone in the back slating me. Right, next one, liar, liar. Liar in Spanish, mentiroso, mentirosa, if you're a girl. Mentiroso, okay? So you would think that they would just say, okay, mentiroso, mentiroso. No. In Spain, they decided years ago to call this movie Mentiroso Compulsivo. Okay, let's ask Jim Carrey about it. Does he like that translation? I reckon he'd say no. Actually, I didn't reckon he would care. Yeah, that's all right. For translation, I'll give that a 8 out of 10. Sí, ¿por qué no? Okay, this one is one of my favorites also. Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber, I love because most of Jim Carrey's stuff just make me laugh, okay? So, Dumb and Dumber is one of these films. In Spanish, yeah, it would be tonto y más tonto, literally. That's what it would be. But in Spain, you will find dos tontos muy tontos. I actually like that translation because it just sounds like something that you should be singing or you should be doing some sort of gesture to. Dos tontos muy tontos. I'm sure you've seen this. It's just about two fools just going around acting a fool and just making people laugh. So there you go. Dos tontos muy tontos. Okay, Made in Manhattan. This is has Jennifer Lopez in it. She's the star. Made in Manhattan, which would be made in Sirvienta in Manhattan, in Nueva York. Eso sería, no? That would be the translation. But in the Spanish version is a little bit dull, actually. It's like, what's the title? I think it's Sucedió in Manhattan. Sucedió in Manhattan. It happened in Manhattan. Okay, it's all right. Not crazy about that one. I think they could have just stayed with the original. They should have just kept the original title, Made in Manhattan, because it would have just encouraged people to learn what the word made meant in Spanish, in English. So Spanish people would have just learned that word and it would have just been cool. But anyways, had to put that one on. That is it. I'm going to leave you with that. And so this is my 10. There are so many more, but obviously these are the films that I've seen and that I really like. And obviously I thought the titles were just really strange, so I had to share that with you. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please subscribe down below if you've not already subscribed to our little learning corner. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye until the next time, and share with me, please, if there's one that you have seen a change of title in Spanish, okay? And with that, adios.